Alright, we are back for the second stream of the day. I just took a quick break, I took a hot bath, and now here we are doing a bit of creative building today. Now you can see... you can see here, we've been doing a bit of some axiom building. Not this area over here, which is way different than how Forevercraft happens to look now. But over here you can see that we have a massive hill. And this is going to be a lakeside area. And it's definitely not done. But you can see, yeah, we have this massive hill. It's kind of been rounded out. And we're going to have a build that goes right on top of it. Now, there's still a lot that I want to learn. And today we are going to be learning how to make some custom trees. And the interesting thing about how we're going to be doing this for today is that we're going to be watching some YouTube videos together. And then I'm going to get around right here and try to make myself a custom tree based on those. So I'm kind of thinking about this as kind of being, hopefully, not me teaching at all how to build or do anything like that, but kind of a shared space for any of you guys that might want to learn how to make custom trees, and we'll learn together, and I'll give my best shot at it. The goal for today's stream is to have something that I'm hopefully proud of, so let's see if we can get that to happen. Yeah, Slippy learning. I've been doing a lot of learning recently about building. I've been kind of obsessed about it, I'm being honest. Zordo. And so what we're actually going to do is we're going to turn on our window capture, just like that. Now I'm going to... I kind of like still having the music in the background. I guess we have to stop it, though. What we're going to do is we're going to... I think maybe not watch this episode, but we're going to come back to it. I'm going to go to my watch history, and I was just watching a Calvin episode about how to build custom trees. So we'll take a look at it. Hopefully it goes into full screen so that you guys can see things too.
Minecraft trees. Simple, unrealistic, they look like broccoli. Mojang improved them a bit through the years, but still we can do them better. And today we are going to learn how. Building trees in Minecraft has proven to be a challenge to many, discouraging builders from using one of the best assets that we have to decorate our builds. But why are they so hard? Why is it so difficult to use blocks to create a shape that is organic and full of life?
I don't know, man.
Well, maybe because blocks are quite the opposite, square and dead. Trees in real life are not perfect. They have asymmetries, weird shapes and patterns that may look random, but in reality they tell a story.
That's what I want to learn how to do.
The color of the trunk, a broken branch, or flowers blossoming from the leaves, they all tell the story of the life and growth of that tree. When we build them in Minecraft, we have complete control over where we place each and every block. That level of control makes
okay, so he's using tough and acacia, and then some spruce and dark oak. I like how that looks, honestly.
We search for patterns,
yeah, I like
techniques, and methods that we can repeat over and over to guarantee that we will always end with the best.
Let's go, making the gains, J-Star. Hi, my man, we're just doing some build school today.
So
learning from the man Calvin.
We give up, turn around, and never try again?
Calvin used to be a part of an actual group called Build School that I was a part of too.
Allow us to create those imperfections. If we look at a picture of a tree
I just read.
follow it as a reference,
I took a hot bath
and
had a snack.
It's not that simple. There are too many things going on in the picture, so how can we break this down to make it easier for us? For this, we can take inspiration from drawing. If we take a look at this image from the user
from one fight to another,
Pinterest, we can see that they divide the process in 4 stages. So we will do something similar and divide the making of the tree in Minecraft in 3 parts. The trunk, the branches, and the canopy. The trunk is in most cases the easiest part. We can begin with a straight line that determines the height of our tree trunk and then build around it, making it thicker at the base, thinner at the middle, and then thickening a bit at the top.
Yeah, how thick do I
This is
want to
a
go though? I don't
classic
want to
shape
go
for
as
a
thick
tree
as he's
trunk,
going.
where we can also add some roots coming out at the base, just a few
I
blocks.
think sort of. Yeah,
very
I'm
simple
excited
for
to
now.
show you.
Of course, we
Hopefully
can
it's gonna
use
pop
other
off.
shapes for different
We're
trees,
gonna.
but more
I'm
on
gonna
that
learn how to
later.
make good trees.
Now we need to begin building the branches. Here, depending on the scale of our tree, we can do different layers. But what do I mean by layers? We can think of the branches as if the tree trunk was splitting up into smaller segments. So, if our trunk is 5 blocks wide, we can have 2 branches of thickness 2 coming out of it, or 4 of thickness 1, or 1 of 2 and 2 of 1.
Again, I mean, he's going way thicker than
splitting is up to you
how I want to
and
go.
can vary depending on the tree that you want to build. Just keep in mind that they should always be thinner than the original trunk they come from. Then from each of these branches we can do the same and split again. This would be the second layer, where from a branch of thickness 2 we can have 2 more branches coming out of it of thickness 1 each of them, and so on. However, if our branch is of thickness 1, the splitting of it gets more complicated because we need to use smaller blocks, and for that we have a couple options. The easiest is to use fences.
Right, I know about
Branching out
that.
with fences works
I've done that
wonderful,
before.
as it's very simple to do and it has this pattern in the connection that looks like wooden sticks. Nevertheless, fences work better on more vertical branches, but when you need to go diagonally or horizontally, it's not the best option. That's when
Okay.
we can use a mix of smaller blocks like slabs,
Right.
trapdoors and walls. And for that, we need to understand how shaping works. We can separate these branches into horizontals and verticals. For the horizontals, we can use a mix of slabs and trapdoors to get something that begins a bit thicker and thins out as we move to the tip of it. If we apply it to the tree, we could get something like this that expands the tree
I kinda
to
like
the
that.
sides. Notice that I call them horizontal, but they are not fully horizontal, as that looks weird for most trees. For the more vertical branches, we need to use walls, fences, trapdoors and glass panes, or even copper bars if we want to get fancier. So combining these, I will show you how to get smaller branches that go up vertically. For example, if we get 2 walls and then 2 more walls diagonally, we can connect them using trapdoors
Okay,
here
I've seen
and
this.
here. Or we can
And then
connect
glass
them
too.
using
Yeah,
glass
I've seen that.
panes or even the new copper bars.
Bars,
Out of
okay.
these 3 options, the copper and the glass panes look a bit thicker, while the one with trapdoors is a bit thinner.
True, okay.
Then if we extend this design and do a step of 3 instead of 2, we can use bars and then trapdoors to get something like that.
Oh,
And even combining the glass panes with
Oh.
bars at the front, we
Oh.
can get something that looks more solid. And of course, if we need them to be longer, we can extend this one
Hey,
by
Miguel.
repeating
It's good
the
to see you.
pattern and connecting each step in a similar way to maintain the thickness. I like to think of this branch design as a 1.5 thickness, which means that
Shelves
it goes
work
between
good
2
too?
block branches
Wait.
and 1.0 to maintain the thickness. I like to think of this branch design as a 1.5 thickness, which means that it goes between 2 block branches and 1 block branches. Now,
Okay.
if we need them to be thinner, we can just use trapdoors at both sides of the connections, which is very simple both for a 2-step or a 3-step and so on. This one would be a 0.75 thickness branch, or something close to that.
Okay,
It
yeah,
doesn't
because
really
it's just
matter.
a
What
one
matters
either wall
here
or
is that
block
it's
and then a
bit
trapdoor.
less than a
Okay.
full block. For even
Or a shelf,
thinner
maybe.
branches, we can do the same thing, but with fences instead of walls. Just place them diagonally and connect them with trapdoors. Or the thinnest of all would be just using trapdoors in this way. Playing around with all of these,
Really?
we
Okay.
can get all different kinds of thinner vertical
Right,
branches
okay.
for the trees. So now, if we apply this to our tree, a first important point here is to not always do them one next to each other as I showed them before.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can, and I highly recommend to also shift them diagonally like this.
Then you
and
do the bars and the
connection
trapdoor.
like that.
Okay.
This will help the tree have
But that's
more
not connected.
dimension, otherwise it
Then
may
another-
end up
oh.
looking flat. That
Oh.
way we can do the connection for one branch, then we do
huh.
another one a bit thinner here, and if it's easier you can start by just
Okay,
making
I
it
see the
flat,
vision,
and
though.
then to make it lean to one side we can just shift
Just move it?
each segment
Oh,
one
really?
on the top
Wow,
of this
okay.
one, we can then split again, doing a 2-step to this side, and then the same to the other side. Then we connect them with trapdoors just like that.
Okay.
And from the top of this one, now we can use fences and trapdoors to get the thinner
Really?
ones going.
Okay.
This part of the process is the one that takes the longest of time, but also the most important one.
The
With patience
small
and
branches?
practice,
Okay.
Following this method of
It's a big tree.
branches in smaller ones, you can get a shape for your tree that looks realistic. Remember that they don't need to be perfect. Split as many
Using
times
some
as
white
you see
glass
fit
there
for your
too.
tree, add horizontal branches in places where you feel it's empty, and just play around until you are happy with the shape of your branches.
Oh, he's using shelves too. Okay.
Wants to fix up his shop.
Oh man,
Text
commercial
on
break.
Excel to help update his rates.
No,
Copilot
thank you.
finds a
If you wanna go the extra step, this is something a bit more advanced but can make your tree look better. And
I don't know
that
if it's
is
gonna be a new
using
series of lives.
smaller blocks
It could be.
and a similar technique as we do for the shaping of the branches to smooth out the shape of our trunk, the connection of the branches, and the roots. Basically adding walls, stairs, slabs, glass panes, and trapdoors to polish the shape of the tree is highly recommended. It's not easy, but with a
How
bit
big
of
is that
trial
trunk,
and
though? Do I
error, you
really
can
want
get
it to be that
something
big?
looks better.
That's a big trunk. I like the tree
always
though.
say that if the tree looks good just with the branches, then the tree will look good no matter what you do with the leaves for the canopy.
Right, yeah.
That is, however, only partially true. There are multiple ways to add the leaves to a tree, and there's no really right or wrong. It really depends on the tree style that you want. I will say though that generally there are a few things that you want to avoid. 1. Making the leaves too chunky. In most cases, especially to make the tree
Yeah,
look
obviously not
realistic,
like that.
you want to avoid having clusters of leaves that looks like boxes or full spheres. A good way to break them up is
Okay.
by adding some air gaps in between. 2.
Right.
Not using enough leaves. On the other extreme, you want to avoid adding leaves scarcely. In general, it is better to be generous and add a good amount, unless you are going for a dead tree look, in which case having few leaves can work better.
I want few
3.
leaves actually, I
Covering
feel
up
like.
all the branches. This is an important one, especially after spending a lot of time designing the branches. If we take a look at drawings,
Actually,
or
that's
at
kind of more of a
trees
tree
in
that
real
I'm
life,
looking to
the
try to do.
beginning of the branches is something that we can see in most cases. So make sure to leave that uncovered, unless you have a specific reason to cover them up. In general, I will say there are 2 methods to add the leaves to a tree by hand. The first one is by going to each tip of the branches and adding blobs of leaves there. This requires a bit of practice and patience. I'm using lime wool as a placeholder block at the moment, and we will see why this is useful later. But for now, let's just focus on the shape.
Yeah,
In
'cause he
particular,
uses
there's
Axiom
one
all the
shape of
time.
blobs that I like, which is this sort of lenticular shape, which is basically a half sphere flattened down. To do this, you need to start with an elongated flat base and then make it smaller towards the top. It doesn't need to be perfect, leave some air gaps in between, or even play around with other shapes like full spheres. I also like adding
kind of a good
small
idea to
leaves
use
in
the
diagonals
wool
to the sides
first.
or going down, but that's just a style preference of mine. This method is great, but it relies heavily on having a good branch system done beforehand, and the end result will vary a lot depending on how you do the blobs. If you want to have a bit more control over the general shape of the canopy, then we can use this second method, where we basically draw the outer outline of the canopy, generally connecting the extreme of the branches or even going further out. This is useful when we are following a reference picture and we want our tree to look more similar to that.
We are going to follow a
Basically,
reference
we
picture.
draw lines, connect them in different directions until we kinda have a shape that we like. Then once we have the outline, we just need to begin filling this in. For that, we can do something similar to the first method and add blobs with air in between, but just make sure to connect everything and not go beyond the outline that we settled on. So you can see now how different methods give us very different tree styles.
Okay, I
Once we
like both
have
of
the
them.
shape in place, we need to paint it. Beginning with the leaves, something that really helps make the tree look better and more full is using a small leaf gradient. You can change some of these, but this is a solid and basic start. In my case, I will only use these 3.
How many
for
leaf
the tree,
gradients are
from
there?
Birch to azalea. Then we
I guess
will
a lot
go
if
to
you use
our
other
tree,
color
and
blocks.
What I like to do is to add some of the birch right underneath the lime wool. Not everywhere, just doing it a bit randomly in lines of 2 generally works really nice. You can think of this as the shadow of the leaves. Then I'm going to skip the oak leaves, and at the top of the lime wool I will add some azalea leaves.
Why is he doing it
in a
on top
similar way
though?
as before. Maybe these ones can be a bit more sparse and we can even mix in some moss in there. Then at last we will replace the lime wool for the oak leaves. We
Oh,
can do this by hand or by assisting ourselves with tools like
yeah,
Axiom
just
or
use
Woodley.
Axiom.
Once that's done, if we used some moss, we can add some grass on top of it
Really?
to make it look even fluffier.
Really?
Then if we want, we can also add some
Yeah, I want to do
color
some
to the
tough.
trunk and
Okay.
branches.
And it seems like tough and
In
acacia
general,
seems
a mix
good.
of mud and tough is good, so I will add a bit of that, and that way we get our tree finished. Of course, we can even
I
go
love
an extra
tough,
step
man.
and add
Some
floating
candles, okay.
as falling leaves. As for the color of the leaves, you don't need to always use leaf blocks. If you want to achieve a different color, you can use, for example, a yellow gradient like this one. Change the trunk to diorite and
That looks sick,
plywood, and we
too.
can get a more
That's
autumn-like
oh,
looking
jeez. Oh, that
it's
looks
worth
fire.
mentioning that for
That's
certain
sick.
types of tree, the overall process varies
I gotta do
slightly.
I want to
In
get to that.
particular,
I gotta
for
do a normal
spruce
tree
or
before.
pine trees, even if in concept the process is the same, you can see how the trunk
Look at
would,
that.
for instance, need to be
Was that
taller
nether
and
brick?
thinner, the branches would need to be
Yeah.
more horizontal, and the leaves would follow
It's a
them
good color
from the
for it,
trunk
actually.
to the tip.
That
Or
looks great.
For a willow tree, you can start with the same trunk and branches from before, but when it comes to the leaves, we would need to make the blobs elongated in the other direction to give it a
Dang.
loopy effect.
That looks
But if
great,
you
dude.
want cherry trees, which tend to have more bonsai shapes, we need to focus more on the curves of the trunk in the first step. Add the branches as usual, and for the leaves, using the blob method with larger clusters will give us a nice looking cherry tree. Conveying movement in Minecraft is a bit tricky, but trees are a great way to create a sense of wind for our landscapes. You can do this as easily as having a regular tree and add floating leaves on a diagonal, just like this. Having all the floating leaves leaning to one side will trick our brain into thinking that the wind is blowing
I
in
like
that
that.
direction.
Actually,
Or if you want to get fancier, you can design the trunk from the beginning as if it was being affected by the wind. This is probably the most difficult effect to achieve, and you can assist
that's
yourself with
crazy.
candles or
I know
floating
Simply Knight can
carpets.
do that. He's
But
great
if
at
it's done
trees.
correctly, the
Oh
result will be
my
epic.
goodness. That's
All
great.
of this is great for small to medium scale trees.
I mean, they're
but
pretty
when
big.
they get larger, we need to begin using tools
Those are
like Axiom
freaking
or
massive.
Watergate to speed things up.
Jesus.
And even though the process and the steps are very similar,
Look at that. Calvin's
there
so
are
good
some
at
crucial
Axiom.
differences which deserve a video of its own. So please let me know in the comments if that's something that interests you, and I can make a video to show you how to apply all these on a larger
Dude.
scale to create some of the
He's
trees
so
you've
good.
already seen.
Okay, and we're gonna watch one more. And probably during this one, we're going to actually start doing some stuff.
You asked for it, so we delivered.
Got
It's
some
the
Pizza
Throwback
Hut.
Value menu from Pizza Hut. Your favorite starting at $3.
Okay, no more of that.
Much more copper than my
Okay, so
trees,
this is.
making it look
You
further
guys don't know
along.
beans and apples. I love beans and apples.
Quantum fiber
Oh, it got me with the double right there.
of iguanas.
Brutal. Okay.
I'm Apples. My girlfriend Bean and I have a 2-year-old Minecraft survival world.
Can I go
Together,
4K
we've
or
built
2K? I can.
hundreds of custom trees. I've been designing all these trees so far, but we have so many more trees to design. So it's about time I teach Bean and you.
But we live in a van together traveling the country, so
They're
there's
so
never
sick.
any shortage of inspiration. Which is why today we're going to attempt to build these beautiful yellow cottonwoods that we've been seeing in our recent travels.
By the end of this video, Beans and you watching at home can confidently begin your custom tree journey. Let's get into it. First step of building any custom trees is to find good
Okay, so we're
inspiration.
gonna
And as you
skip
know,
the
we both
inspiration
live
part,
in a van,
although I
and
highly
you're probably
recommend
asking,
taking
"Why
a
do
look.
people live in a van
You can
to
see
get good
they
inspiration?"
find this tree right here.
Those bushes, turns out we can
Fantastic
distribute
tree.
them.
Look how
Oh,
beautiful
wow.
that is.
Now that we're close enough to it and we can see all of its beautiful colors, let's pick a block palette. Looking at the reference, the trunk is very dark.
Actually, I
compared
haven't
to
looked at the
yellow
block palettes, so this is gonna be nice to hear about.
blocks. All right, what's up? I think I got my palette together and let's check it out. Okay, so this is the palette I want to use because all of the blocks here are not too overly saturated, I think. The yellow and the terracotta are like the brightest parts. You know, this little part is really bright and this part's dark. And I think that's like pretty realistic. in
Okay,
trees 'cause
so you
of the
don't want
shade and
it
stuff. And then we have
Too
bamboo
saturated.
slab just to, you know, make it not all full blocks, just to give a little bit of variation in there. The more muted yellow, I think it works pretty well. And then coming down here, we have like the yellow terracotta and the yellow concrete. Yellow concrete goes pretty well with the wool. It's like a good, just like base color, I think. And then the yellow terracotta is really nice because it's very dark, but it's still yellow. You know, some of the trees that are deeper in the tree have a little more shade on them and are maybe, you know, almost dead. And then you'll see here, I have some of the waxed exposed copper gray and some of the waxed exposed cut copper slab, because I think could be cool to have, you know, as trees get older, some of their leaves start to turn orange and then fall off. So I think, you know, these two colors kind of go together well. So we'll see if we can pull it off. I just like this, you know, they got the holes in them. Maybe it's like leaves. Here are the blocks I didn't use. So the glass and the powder are pretty saturated. They're like very, I don't know, like the yellow is like, ooh, it's not the prettiest color. And then over here we have the honey block, and the honey block is pretty good. We used it in
That
our
looks great,
aspens,
dude.
And
Yeah,
honestly, it's nice, but since
Oh,
we
look at
aren't
those
really using
aspens. I wanna make something like
survival,
that.
our honey farm broke, and now I can't get them, so it's a little unfortunate. And then the honeycomb block I think is really nice, honestly. Its color is sweet, but these like kind of circular shapes, I don't know. And then over here we have the raw copper and then the gold. Oh, this is not the raw copper, this is the raw block of gold. We have these two blocks, and this block honestly is so nice. I think it just like has
Yeah,
these
it is.
dark
I agree.
spots, these super light spots. It's great. Pretty sure you have to go and you have to manually mine ore, and I'm not
Yeah,
into
yeah,
that,
yeah.
So we're gonna
Yeah, you have to
pass that.
manually
And then
mine
the
it, and
block
then
of
you
gold, I don't
craft
know,
it
you can
together.
farm this, but it just doesn't look that good with this kind of it's like perimeter around it. And then we have the bee nest. Too hard to get. All right, now
Too
that we
hard
got
to
our
get?
palette, let's
I
go look at
guess,
some
yeah.
trees so we can get some shaping.
Such a good block, though. Oh, I
Hey,
got hit with
renters,
another
with
one of them.
Allstate, you can get a quote in seconds.
Don't want to hear from you, Allstate.
While looking for trees, Bean and I stumbled upon this branch, and the tree itself was kind of jank, but this just part right here where they split is absolutely gorgeous. But this tree right here really caught my eye, so I'm gonna kind of
Yeah, I
combine
like
the
that one.
two, and with that, let's get to shaping. All right, before we
Alright,
actually
here
start
we
building
are,
the tree,
finally.
I just want to show you guys some quick block tech. So if you come behind us, if you get your wall, and then you get your glass, like I was saying earlier, you can actually, when you place the glass next to the wall, you'll see that it extends it. And this creates this like kind of 3/4 block shape. This is the goat. This is what carries the trees. When creating a tree, you want the branches to be like relatively smooth. So what I like to do is if I go 4, then I'll go 3, then I'll go 2, and then you can go 2 again, and then I'll go 1. And then you can connect them all up with glass. And then since the glass extends the wall just a little bit, it'll just get that really nice smooth shape. Since trees, when they get up like to this big, the branches start to get a little heavy. They'll go out like this, slowly start to go up like this, and then maybe they start to go down like that. And then I'll, you know, place trapdoors. Oh, maybe for this one I'll place a trapdoor, and then that. So you guys
Ooh.
kind of see what I'm trying to do here. You're trying to like get very like smooth shape, because trees, like they don't really go like, if I were to go like 5, and then if I were to go like 4, or now let's go 3, and then 5 again, and then 2, and then 1. That shape is kind of jank. It's like trees are very imperfect things. Like there's no such thing as a perfect tree. It's just this shape, it's not as smooth as this. Like you're trying to get these very smooth lines leading up to this kind of area where the branch will start to get heavy and start to bend over. And I think, you know, this will look better than that. So I try not to go, you know, 3, 5, you know, 2, 3, 4, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, that rule can obviously, you know, that there's definitely some wiggle room there. I try to keep on the like the 4, 3, 2, 1 kind of deal. So with that knowledge, let's get into actually building some trees.
All right, I need to study this
wonder
part.
what's for dinner
This part with
tonight.
apple and beans.
Hey Bean, are you paying attention?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm paying attention.
All right, sweet man, let's go build some trees.
They're
Oh,
such
so we
great
got Bean
creators.
here, and she's building.
I'm already going.
Yeah, you're already going. Dude.
Beans
I'm
pops
gonna
on
have
this,
to bid. You're
okay?
You're building this one, then I'm building that one.
But I need to
if you're
study
wondering
how
what
they're
we're
doing
using
this.
For the images, we're using Axiom annotation. And mine
Okay,
has
Axiom
2
annotation.
branches splitting off from this center branch.
How do you connect it?
Diagonally,
Yeah. Oh,
extra glass. Yeah.
no
so,
way.
Okay, yeah. So wait, to
Like
do it,
that?
yeah, to do it diagonally, I go like this. I don't know if it's the best way. I did it. I've done it a few times. If anyone has a better way, I would.
Is that
love to
real? It
know.
looks kind of funny with the black glass.
I think if you just build it more, it'll stop. I don't know if there's a better way. Yeah, dude, it's hard because like the reference image, you have to gauge where the branch is
Yeah,
going.
I'm just
'Cause,
guessing.
like I'm seeing it like
It
you're building
looks
the right
funny.
one, and there's like 5, and they all just look like they're going straight up. But like if you make them all straight up, it'll be like very 2D.
Yeah.
it'll be very flat.
But it
on
looks
one side.
bad from the front.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have like other ones coming off
Oh,
of that. You know,
right,
you're gonna
right,
have
right.
like this one going to the right,
Yeah, that's what I
another
was
one
saying.
going down here to the right. You know, this just to give it a little more.
Wait, what'd you just do?
I added a block right here because it could be a little wider here. Because if this was just like this,
Oh, it looks funny.
then it looks like a, you know, there's a big branch
Oh.
here and it like being supported by this little thing. I'd even maybe add like a shelf there potentially. You do shelf and then trapdoor.
Oh, I understand. Oh, because it gets skinnier.
Then it might look a little.
No, I actually think it looks better.
So you can go like this, and then to create these like other branches coming out from this, I like to place like a fence gate, place like some of these.
Oh, good.
You know,
That's
just-
exactly what I was just wondering.
You know, like
Yeah.
get a little bit of shape there, and then to add like the really skinny parts.
I'm gonna need your help soon.
Okay, so are these done? Do you are like would you consider these done?
That was the help that I needed.
Okay. So
Wait.
see how like this branch it starts like goes like two, and then it kind of like flattens out a little bit,
Huh?
like almost completely. Like it could go. You can probably do like something like this, and then to really smoothen it out slowly, and then you could place a few trapdoors, and then it could just be done at like 2.
What? How'd you do that?
And then it really smooths that out. And then since trees like all the branches start to break out at the end,
You like get rid of the.
you could add like another branch coming from this one.
Oh,
And now you have this pretty smooth shape.
help with this. This
Oh,
is
I like
actually the
that.
help that I
Okay.
needed.
Oh, like the 2 branches splitting from 1 branch.
Can't
So-
it just come off of this one and?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's coming from this one. I was gonna put it behind this one pretty quickly, you know, go 1, 1, 1. If that looks weird,
Oh, and you
then
put it
gotta
behind it like that,
stair
okay.
here. Ooh, not very good.
Working in
I feel like
3
you go like
dimensions is going to be hard
this.
for me.
And then since this one splits, it'd be cool to go like here. Since it's hard to have them go next to each other, you could just have one go diagonal. And then it's good. And then now you have 2.
Curves are harder than the up.
The curves are harder. Takes some like intuition to get that down. Even I'm not that good at it.
Yours is so much rounder than mine, actually. Wait, what?
Okay, so what I'm seeing
Like
is
that.
that we're facing north right now. East and west are the branches are longer, but north and south the branches are short.
Oh.
Yeah.
So can you help me fix it?
You just have to just build some bigger branches going north to south.
I did
Dang, You
it.
finished before me.
I-
It's so good.
Finished before you too. I can't believe I made it.
Look at your tree. I can see the resemblance though.
Really?
Like if you kind of like line them up.
Okay, so I want to do something more akin to that, but I like the coloring that Calvin was using in his video. So I think I want to pause and take a better look at the Calvin video. We're probably going to get another ad, knowing YouTube knew
The
it.
probability of me understanding this is 0.
Yeah, that was
You
beans
should
and
AI
apples.
that with Copilot.
Minecraft trees.
I want to build trees like them. I really like that tree from Calvin. So there's tough and then it's acacia. And then tough for the walls and the stairs actually. And then spruce and then some dark oak. Interesting. Okay, so I want to try to do something akin to this. I feel like that'd be fun. Do my own-ish take on it. Okay, so let's go like that. And then... and minimize that. Get back into Minecraft. Okay, so let's get rid of all of those things. And then we want Acacia. Why don't I try to put this image up just like that on my second monitor? That way I can see it. Yeah, I love beans and apples. They are very cool people. Okay. Gonna be a bit bigger than I thought. So why don't we start off? We can get the acacia. Just want the wood and the logs. Then we want some spruce fences for sure. I'm assuming fence gates. And we want a dark oak trapdoor. And then some tough, okay. And then we'll get some glass out too, I guess. I'm assuming probably like a light gray glass pane. Probably makes sense. Okay, here we go. Why don't we build it here? Why not? I like this area. We'll have to see how this goes. Just gonna take a bit from the image at first. Look, it'll help me get started at least. Okay. Then I want to keep coming up like this somehow. Where seems like this is where somewhat the branches are going to come up. And just take it slow, you know? Maybe I try to come up diagonally right here. A bit. Like that's one too much. But I do like how we're going diagonal now. What happens if I then take some slabs and do something like that? That looks like a bit too much curvature right there. J-Star, I kind of remember that. Yeah, I need to... You got some good... You got some great building skills, man. I've definitely been inspired by you. Yeah, I want to become a good... a good builder. Interesting, okay. What if instead I was to go kind of two out this way instead before I go vertical a bit more? Let's see, and then with the slabs I come up here maybe, potentially. I'm not... Not unhappy about that. Why don't I try to go another slab out like that? And then what happens? Not the wall. Definitely not the wall. What do I want? Do I want to do some like a trapdoor? I need to turn off shaders. It's not helping me at all. What if I did another... I kind of like that, actually. I like how the branch goes like that. What if I go another one like that? I feel like that's too much. I feel like I kind of like that. I'm fine with that. Just wait for the SMP base. It's going to be very fantasy coded. Let's go, dude. I'm hyped about that. Yeah, it really is just learning and practicing. I'm glad I'm taking the time to do this. Okay, so I think something I want to do. I want to make another branch coming up this way, another big branch. You know, I don't know. Why don't we try to actually go up a bit more with this? I don't know how much I want to, but I want to try it. Sure, why not? Why don't we leave it like that for right now? So I feel like I want to do something right here. And then we're going to come out potentially. Gonna do 2. And then we'll do another 2. And then maybe a 1. Potentially. I don't know if I don't think I like that. Trapdoor right here. Okay, I kind of like something like that. And then we're going to try something with some walls, I think. Okay, so we're going to try the trapdoor trick that we saw in that video. I can remember how to do it. I think I did actually. And potentially this actually... Just like... That's definitely not it. I can't wait to get better at this because then I'm going to be faster too. Actually, I think I want to have the wall going this way instead. Like that. And we can take the glass. I saw a technique that you can use darker blocks to show a shadow. Yeah, We'll get there. We'll get there at some point. Okay, so that's not good enough either. What's happening in the reference image? And Deo, it's good to see you. Okay, we're gonna try what I'm seeing in the reference image. Okay, so I think we'll do a block right here potentially, and then we'll go with a stair. And then both of these things are gonna have trapdoors. And then actually this one is too. And then we have this wall. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so maybe we instead we have this wall like that. Trapdoor just like this. Interesting. Okay, I kind of like that. Interesting. Okay, so I think the technique is to go like a trapdoor like that. And a wall. No. Let's try to do 2 trapdoors then. Or 2 walls. And a trapdoor. And then I also want to, I think, potentially move this stuff out one to the side like that. And then we can use some glass. This feels a bit too steep, or a bit not out enough. Maybe we go like that. What if we did like a stair maybe? Another stair right upside down stair like that? No. Interesting. Ooh, okay. That might have been the one. Take it farther, look back. Kind of interesting, okay. It's already starting to look, I mean, much better than anything else I've really done. Maybe half block so it won't feel so heavy. This is hard. No. I messed it up. Whatever I had going for me, I messed it up. Maybe I should have it, I don't know, a bit more chunky right here. I don't like this area right here. Maybe I do an upside down stair, actually. Okay, and so I feel like I want to move this stuff out like that, and then up one. And I just want to get there somehow. Actually, why don't we move them one more that way too? Oh, we're close, I think. We're getting there. Oh, we're close. I can tell. Maybe... No. Maybe it's just a simple trapdoor. And then maybe that too. No. Okay. Oh, we're so close. Okay, so I think what needs to happen potentially is for this to actually end on something No. Oh, maybe fences actually at this point. Maybe just one or two. What if I did one fence and one trapdoor like that? That could be it. Okay, what if I tried to make this a bit longer then? I don't know if I do, but I want to. I might do that actually. Let's see. Yeah, they feel lighter like the end of the branch. Hey, this is my first at bat with doing this, so this isn't too shabby so far, honestly. For me, definitely. Okay, so I'm gonna have another branch that spirals from around here up that way to the back. Okay, we're gonna do another 3, 2, 1 trick. I think this is supposed to be the tallest branch. So we might go for a couple rounds of 2. Alright, let's try to connect them kind of like the trapdoors, like this. Just giving that illusion, right? Hey, Brony, it's good to see you. Thank you. We're trying. I think I want this to go out a bit more. we're going to keep doing it like this because we still haven't had this branch come out. So I want to see how this could kind of turn out. I've returned to become one with the trees. It's looking good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're figuring it out. So that looks good. That's all we're looking for. If the base silhouette looks good, then the tree should hopefully look not half bad. And Jennifer, good to see you too. Playing and lurking. What are you lurking on? Or what are you playing? Or what are you working on while playing? That's what I mean. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just going to go to the bathroom very quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Fishing, taking it slow, trying to get a mending book for my fish, or for my my fortune pick. That sounds nice and relaxing. In Sinnoh's New World video, it said super hard to get trees to look good from multiple angles. So focusing on one makes it easier. Brony, tree's good. One of the branches is too small. By pointing them upwards with a curve. I agree, adding more curves. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. And some of these trapdoors can be removed. Okay. It does seem kind of overkill. I just don't know which ones. Thanks for the help, though. This is hard. Maybe like that? I feel like I still need this one. My first good-looking tree took me an hour. This is going to take me longer than that. I have a feeling. Let's see. Oh, shame for me. It's 5 a.m. That's super either early or late. Also leaving for sleep. Yeah, late. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Giving some advice. Yeah, trees are the next big thing that I want in my Forever World too. Okay, let's focus on one thing at a time. So what I want to do is I want to come up here. Every split path should be 2 to 3 branches total. I guess I don't really know what that means. It'd be easier to show you. Yeah, I believe you. Really having to look and think about this. How's it looking from top down? Okay, that's looking not bad. Okay, why don't I try to figure out a bit more about what's going on here? Dude. Okay. Do I want to reference? If you have an image or anything like that, that'd be always be helpful. Anyway, you gotta get raw gold for blocks for a build. That's an expensive build. I'm deep in the zone. Let's see. No. What if I went up one, though? This definitely needs to be curved out somehow. That's too much, though. Hmm. Oh, the walls. Okay. Ooh, actually. This is probably the most organic thing I've ever made. I'm being honest. Like, building a house is different than like building a tree. Like building something natural like this. So different. I kind of am liking what we have. It's not that bad. Man. Do I want a slab here? No. Maybe a stair, actually. What kind of tree is this? I don't exactly know. Let me go back to... give me 1 second. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, why is this so hard? Okay. Oh, it's not showing it. I know it's a black screen. I apologize. There we go. Okay. This is the reference that I'm trying to build. It's hard though. Boom. Okay, we should be back in Minecraft now. Where'd my live streaming go? Oh, and I need my reference image again. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this stuff is difficult. The tree looks pretty dead. It does look pretty dead right now. JD, it's good to see you. Would also look at other pictures in your reference pool. I have another one, but it's a different type of tree. My first time trying this. I feel like this is kind of like, I don't know, like a difficult first tree to try to build. Doing a lot of looking at it. I'll tell you that. Trust the process. Thank you. Thank you. That's a good reminder. Okay. Oh, this is a difficult tree. So something happens like here-ish. And there's another branch that comes up over here. Kind of. It's way too much, way too much stone. Or wall. Oh, actually, it looks like he comes up with some full blocks once again. Yeah, okay. Let's do another one. And then wall? No. Looks like the stream is 2 minutes behind. Yeah, it's weird how YouTube does that. I don't know if Twitch does that. Hello, Veals. It's good to see you. We are hard thinking right now. How's my vacation going? It's good. It's been a good summer so far. I've been doing... Actually, I like that. I think that's a lot better. Let's look... Yeah, more back. Definitely needs a bit more curve. Maybe we do a slab there. It's a bit better. Your summer's going well too. That's good. Any highlights? Let's look at it from a different side. Okay. I'm pretty okay with everything. I really don't like the fences. I mean, again, this is much better than anything else I've ever done. Man, we're already an hour and 20 minutes into stream. Okay, so why don't we try I'm gonna go up more like this. Keep going backwards. Yeah, for a bit like that. We're also going to, maybe we'll come up one more like that. And then this is supposed to be another one of those fence things. Right, go like up like this. Dude. Looks better than that one. But I think I also want to try to go like something like this. It's not too bad, actually. Poplar wood fences might make it better. Oh, that's a... You're right. Only we were in the update, though. Yes, I am making a tree. The fact that... I was going to say, the fact that you know that by looking at that, or looking at this, makes me feel good. But then I realized, I think the name of the stream is Building Custom Trees, or Learning How To. So yeah. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, we're going to leave that. And then I want to keep working on this branch. Now, I feel like it comes out more. It starts going a bit longer like this. That's too stagnant. Still. I'm assuming you mean dead coral. Yeah, we'll get to doing that. I want to get the shaping down before I do any texturing. I think if the shape by itself ends up looking good, then I feel like the whole thing will look good. Okay, that branch is starting to look wonkier than I want. I think I'm doing a bit too much. I think what I want to do... I want to come up... like... this. And then I want to come diagonal. There's something wrong with this right here. Okay, there's a bit more curvature to that. Kind of cool from afar, actually. Yeah, we're going to do another branch, but we're not there yet. Okay, what if I fix that? I just want to blend this a little bit right here. Actually, I know B-dubs in this tree. Yeah, I know. Feels, thanks for hanging, my man. I know B-dubs. We'll definitely continue to look at his stuff for inspiration. Right now, and I'll continue to do research. Thanks for reminding me of his wonderfulness. But right now I'm subscribing to Learn by Doing, which I think is the best way I can do this. Now, there's something about the bottom of this branch that's not connected fully. Maybe a stair, actually. What if we raise this up a bit? The back of the tree is not looking that good. Actually, that's a bit better from afar, I think. I enjoy this song. This Minecraft song. I'm sorry I'm not communicating as much as I usually do on stream. But again, this is really about focusing up as much as I can. I'll bury some wood in the ground, spreading like roots. Okay. I'll get around to doing that. Question is, do I want even more curvature? Interesting, okay. What if I went out one down, still in the same area right here? And then came out with some trapdoors. I'm concerned? Why are you concerned? Hello, Orlox. It's good to see you. As you can see, we're making custom trees out here. Okay, I like that curvature a bit more. I like that branch. That might be my favorite one so far right here. Anyway, this is just more of a relaxing, laid-back stream. Much more of a thinky sort of stream. No, that is not what I want. Looking good, thank you. Something's happening. And cushions are actually going to do a lot. I didn't think about this until now. Making custom trees. Okay, let's try to figure out something here then, huh? I feel like that could be too many trapdoors again. Keep forgetting I could use glass for things. Oh, the terraforming looks good too? Thank you. It's definitely a rough draft, for sure. But it's cool looking. Makes me think much differently about... You can see this is like normal Minecraft terrain right here. And then this is what I have. It's completely different, as you can see. Man, this is a big tree. Oh, let me stretch. It actually doesn't look that bad from the other side, too. At least kind of east and west were good. You just have to have a couple other branches coming out from these two sides. This week and the next week for me are kind of very all about learning how to build better. Before I go back to the school year, I want to become a better builder so that I can then use those skills and level up during the school year. Okay, so potentially, I mean... see what happens. Actually, that's not too bad. I mean, the thing is, we're supposed to have even more. And I think these are supposed to have maybe a bit more trapdoors to them. I think we might go 2 up like this. No, that's too straight. Sending something my way through Discord. Okay. Let me open it up. Ooh, I have so many direct messages to respond to. Let's see. Check the art channel. Okay. It's a great drawing. You whipped that up. I think that's cool. Let me see if I can show you guys. Boom. That's what we're talking about. I know I want sparse leaves and a not as thick trunk. But I like it, it's cool. I don't even know how you made that. It's awesome. Already got 3 likes on it. And a Rolex too. Bam, okay. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, cool. You know what? This is definitely shaping up to be not too bad. Yeah, okay. Actually, I feel like this is not as smooth as I want it to be. Slip, you do so cool. Well, thank you. Just being me out here. Okay, why don't we try to put in... I don't know, maybe... I think you guys were saying that maybe this was too thin. I don't want it to be too thick, though. Dude, there's no good spot for that. No. Hmm. Now I do want this one to come out kind of straight. And then come down. Actually, I feel like that might be better. Still kind of feels a bit weak right here. Hello, Libby. It's good to see you. We are custom tree building. For the first real time like this. And then I feel like this could be thicker too. Hello, Snoozebee. It's good to see you too. Happy Monday. Yeah, we're doing tree building. We're trying. Definitely seen worse though. I should have made a cinematic of this. Like that would have been cool. I like that actually. I'm doing well, Snoozebee. How are you doing? I've had a couple goals that I wanted to get done, and then in terms of learning how to build things, and then just keep getting better at it. But when you start building something brand new, like I've never really done organic things like this, like it's hard. And that's kind of like the whole point. So I've been learning a lot about building tools. And it's been hard learning everything at first. But it's starting to come together a bit. You can see that we have this kind of lake. We have the hill right here. And we have our tree. The hand fart song. I wasn't paying attention. Is it the bass? It must be the bass. Okay, so we're supposed to kind of have like some fences. Coming up around here too. Wait, what if can I? Here's the question. No, I think I'll need glass for that. It's the higher sound? Okay. I'm not going to play it again. I'll have to listen to it again. What if we went down here? I love this song, honestly. Which is now over. It's almost over. I think that's too much. Sounds like wood scraping on a turkey collar. I feel like I have heard that. I can't wait to be a good builder. The mud brick walls would be too thick with this right here. I'm going to keep that in mind, Libby. A good idea. Yeah, it's not too bad. Do I want one more right here? We'll keep it for right now. This takes practice. It does. Actually, do we want to try one more right here? Reference image that I'm using happens to have two right here. Now, it's definitely not one for one. Let's keep it actually to see what happens. Okay, so now we're going... we don't have anything left in the reference. Actually, yeah, we do. I don't like this branch as much, though. I want to see if we can do something for it. Like, this is going to be too thin. Yeah. Let's see. Nah, still gotta do something. Nope. It's even more thin. Part of me just wants to see what happens if I move everything one to the right, just like that. No? What if instead I bring everything one in? Like that? Actually, we can do something with that, I think. It's just that this is way too thin. Nice tree. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's coming together. Let's see, maybe this needs a stair instead? I feel like we're close. Hmm. Maybe something here. Really is just going back and forth and back and forth. I'm pretty okay with this. I'm getting pretty close here. Just don't really know if we need that. Like we don't need that either. Then this might feel like too much. Oh yeah, we're almost there. Okay. Let him cook. Do a double trapdoor like that, can I? That too much. What if I just have no... No, because this extends it. I just have one. Okay, and then what if this actually came... No. I want another one here. Kind of does make it a bit more pointed. Still not super happy with this branch, though. Let's take it down. There's just a mix match in how thick it is. I do want it thicker here, but I want it thicker here too. Okay. Okay, actually. Okay. Maybe I just want it to keep coming out. Okay, I think we're coming up with something. Hmm. Who knew how hard it was? We're close. We're definitely close here. Maybe into iron bars. Maybe. Why don't we try it? Really? Ooh, okay. Copper bars do a lot. So hard to get the trapdoors. I don't know if you guys have any better tips. I always just try to crouch in midair and try to time it perfectly. I'm going to make breakfast. Have a nice stream. Thank you, Livy. Thanks for coming and saying hi. Again, I'm sorry for not talking as much. We're thinking. Snoozeby, what are you having for breakfast this morning? Ooh, I like that way better. Okay. And then what happens if we fix this? Do a full block? And what if we did more like that? Almost done with the tree? That's insane. Hmm. Two smoky marinated pork. Dude, you always have the best food. JD, I had tacos for dinner. That sounds good, Taco Sunday. Honestly, it was really good. Oh, it's already 9 o'clock? Holy moly. Time has been flying by. I definitely have to eat some dinner at some point. Okay, what if we went like this? No, but what if we did that one down? That's the same thing. Holy moly, today's Monday. Sorry, guys. It's Tuesday for Snoozeby. I didn't even realize that. That's funny. I had no idea. Hey, Panda has joined. Are you watching Gemstream Foundation? Is that the game that kind of looks like Hytale? I think I saw Mogswamp playing a second of it. Foundation sounds like a beautiful looking game. I don't know why. Like, Minecraft doesn't necessarily sound... I don't know. Aesthetic. Foundation does. Okay, just hopped on to say hi real quick. Oh, it's a city builder. Okay. I'm curious as to what it looks like. Actually, it looks really cool from this angle too. Minus the trapdoor right here. That's really not too shabby. I know it looks bad from these angles. So we need to do something about that. me think. Alright, off to the Elden Ring. Have a good look. Good night. That sounds fun. I have not played Elden Ring. I feel like it would totally inspire my Minecraft builds, though. I've seen Germsy Boy build some Elden Ring related stuff, and J-Star has also built some. And we have Opticality here, too. It's good to see you, my man. Man, it's almost sad that the Lotus event, I guess, officially ended today. I hope everyone's still whitelisted and can come hang out on Lotus whenever they want to. It was fun meeting you the other day. Okay, let's think. I want this tree to come out, I think. No. Is out to the right, potentially? Yeah, but I want it still to be pretty diagonal. I just don't think I want it on a 45-degree angle. It doesn't seem right. Actually, let's think. What if I try to go up here? Foundation is very calm. Medieval city building game. With some resource management. But you can customize so many different things. Oh, villagers make their own paths? That sounds cool. Yeah, that does sound organic. Finish your first tree? It's already? Holy moly. I'm a slow man. Oh, it looks great, my man. Looks good, dude. I like it. I want my tree, I want very much more spindly, as you can see. I like that design. Cool kind of canopy tree. Mine's much less of a canopy. Much more sparsely vegetated. Okay. So let's think. Yeah, why not? Okay. And then we can maybe come out with... stair, maybe? Actually, let's move these out like that, if I can. Actually, maybe one out this way. Yeah, the Lotus event was so much fun. It was so fun being able to talk to other creators. Yeah, I know. I'm sure we'll have plenty more times on too. Lotus does a cool thing, honestly, where we're able to just have these seasonal events where we get to invite people on. It's so fun. Brony gonna go have fun. Thank you, man. I hope you do well too. You have a great rest of your day. Let's see, we got Skipper and Will and Blazer and Chespy and James and Gribbly and Squid online right now. Maybe the shape will buff out when leaves are added. I think so. It's 33% off on stream right now, getting it tonight. Well, if you're getting it tonight, you might as well get it right now. Just to be that guy. I know Jittery Bug plays Red Dead Redemption when she's not playing Minecraft. Sometimes I play For Honor. You guys know that game. Okay, that's not good. Maybe I actually go two out like that. Actually, what if I went two? Probably not. No. What if I went two out like that? What if I went one out like that and took some walls and came up? Oh, that is good to know. Thank you guys for telling me. Okay, you usually do everything in the full blocks and then you work it out from there. Yeah, Jittery's awesome. I think she's good about the community. I look at the mentions tab. I thank you for mentioning me in your most recent video about podcast guests. As you know, I'm very humbled. I think it'd be very fun. I've thought about doing having my own Minecraft podcast. I think it's a very underrated thing in the Minecraft niche, if I'm being honest. Pixel Riffs has a Minecraft podcast. Not liking this. I'm struggling right here. Okay, why don't we just try to go out a bit more with whole blocks, as you guys were saying. Actually, okay. That's helpful, actually. I think this is helping. It's a cool tree branch. I always forget about Imp and Skiz too. And them, yeah, them as well. Okay, we're close. I like the spindly sort of idea. Let's see. It's an interesting tree branch. Oh, Spawn Chunks had Flip-On recently? I would definitely like to listen to him. I didn't know that you and Farzi went so far back. This is way too straight diagonal. Or how much did I mess it up by doing that? Man, this is hard. JD, you're Minecraft OG. When Farzi opened his first server, I went on to look around. So many people were on when he ignored everyone and talked to you. That's awesome. That's a great memory. He really has had an astronomical success. And for good reason, too. Man, I guess I'm a newbie then, huh? Not an OG, only 7.5 years. I think you've been making videos for like 14 though, right? Opticality, been going 6 years. I'll be 4 years exactly in November. As soon as we just hit day 15. 15,880. Let's go, dude. I had a couple stretches of burnout. It happens. I've had them too. I'm honestly pretty surprised. I have not really gotten burnt out through doing the everyday thing. But JD, a good person that you mention all the time that I keep in mind and I watch their content too is IBX Toy Cat. And Waddles as well. Waddles also makes, or has been making, daily content for a very long period of time. Actually, I think I might be okay with that. My first YouTube video went up in 2007, so 19 years. How old is YouTube now? I mean, obviously over 20. Is YouTube 25? I can't remember. But a completely unrelated topic, just me playing around with it. When I was a kid, me and my friends would make silly YouTube videos, like on the playground, of us like just jumping off of like the structures and like that stuff. Okay, I think what I want to try to do is I want to make a really big, a really vertical branch. Actually, that's not too bad. I don't know. I don't think I really want to go any taller than that, though. YouTube is 20 years old. Oh, so 1 year after YouTube came out, you started making videos. That's very cool. Okay. But Toycat's been doing daily videos for 10 years? That does make me feel like a newbie. Back. Okay, maybe not perfect for that. For this. What if we go... one to the right? And then maybe bring this one to the right too. Oh, I was 2 years old. Hey, Brandon, thank you. Brandon, that means a lot. I appreciate that. We've been working on it for definitely like 2 hours now. I love Toycat's dad jokes at the end, yeah. He also inspires me in terms of like I'm one of those people that I really try to embrace, and I'm very proud of my identity as someone that loves Minecraft and makes YouTube videos. And I feel like he is very much that too. Like I feel like Toycat's one of those people where I actually would see him in real life and I'd be like, wait, I know you. I'd probably go and say hi. And you have to be okay with that level of fame, even if it's not massive. It's pretty cool, actually. If I do restart the podcast, Toycat has to be one of those people for a guest. 100%. I would absolutely love listening to that. We've had a few conversations, and he always talks to me during his live streams. Yeah, he seems like a really good guy, honestly. Really cool guy. Okay, I think that, this might be where we call it, though, for tonight. Looks interesting from here. For sure. Okay, but it's time for me to log off. About 9:30 p.m. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm excited to see what the final product of this looks like, and as you can see, a significant amount of progress for tonight. So good night, and of course, I'll see you guys all tomorrow.